All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 8:30, April 27th, 2021, and one more comfortable day before the heat gets cranked up right now. And you can see it's already cranking over New Jersey. We already have 70 temperatures around 70 in Philadelphia. So you can sort of see where the warm front is. We're still in the cool air. Temperatures in the mid 50s, and you can see it's starting to transition as you head into New Jersey. You can see that warm front is right over here, generally speaking. Um, right here. So this is right where it is, right over here. So this is your warm front, and it's going to be moving into our area overnight and bringing us some heat for tomorrow. So let's go and look at the what the high temperatures were for the day. Let's go to the observations. And you can again see those warmer temperatures in New Jersey. Wow, much warmer. So that's what's going to be heading our way. Let's go look at the high temperatures for today. Loading them up here, and you can see generally highs around 60 degrees on Long Island. But then look at how much warmer it is as you head toward New Jersey. It was already almost near 80 degrees in parts of Burlington County today, the Philadelphia suburbs. So that warm air is coming. And we're going to be seeing that warm air tomorrow as this warm front moves on through. And it's also humid, too. You also got some humidity over there, too. If we go back to the observations, you'll see here that, well, now they're missing. All right, screw that. Let's see the kind of humidity you got there. So let's look at Philadelphia right now. See, 69 Philadelphia, Mount Holly. So dew point's still not that high yet. McGuire Air Force Base is 69, but let's look at Philadelphia. Dew point's up to 50 there. Look at that, 72 already at Philadelphia Airport right now. So that's pretty impressive, I gotta say. Let's go look at the models here. We're just gonna be focused on this the weekend here. So that high, you see we got that west to southwest flow. We bake tomorrow. And then we have this backdoor front that tries to move through on Thursday but gets stuck. So we're going to have a chance of showers on Thursday. And then Friday, we have a cold front moving through, which might move through early in the day. So that if it moves through earlier in the day, we may not see any severe weather. Then high pressure builds in for Saturday and Sunday, and we have more seasonal weather as we get through that. So let's go look and see what our temperatures are going to look like here on the models. Although we've looked at this a million times already, we will look at it again. So heading into tomorrow morning, you're already starting off very warm in Jersey, probably near 70, a little cooler over Long Island, but then we all get up, I think most areas will get up to 80 degrees in Nassau County, and maybe a little over 80 on the North Shore. Jersey, you're well into the 80s. South Shore, you'll probably stay in the 70s and maybe 60s right at the beaches and on the east end. But then that's it. Only one hot day. Then it backs off Thursday with this front that kind of parks over our area. It's still going to be warm on Thursday, but not as hot with the cloud cover. Temperatures probably around 70 degrees, but it will be humid. And then the front comes through Friday. We start off warm, and then it drops as we get into the night. Temperatures drop 50s, 40s. Saturday morning will be in the low 40s, and then for Saturday we get up to near 60 degrees. And then a little warmer on Sunday already. We see that recovery already. It looks like right into the 70s again. So maybe only one day before we get into that return flow again, which brings us into the warmth again. So we can also look at the HRRR. I really don't have enough of that. We're going to look at the Ventus sky on that. I'm not even going to waste your time with that. We can also look at the clouds. I mean, generally you're going to see a lot of clouds. I'm not even going to use this. Let's go to the NAM sky cover. All right, let's get a better idea here. You'll definitely have some sun tomorrow, but there'll be plenty of high clouds around, and there may even be a chance of a shower. Oh, I better look at the HRRR then, because we do have that chance of shower to the north and the west. More likely on Thursday with that front parked over us, and then it's as far as we get for Friday on the NAM. I'd have to go a little further out onto the GFS and see clouds around for Friday, but it looks like Saturday we might clear it out. GFS seems to have a lot of clouds, that this may be very overdone, so hopefully that's exactly what's going on. So let's go back to the NAM. We'll go back to the NAM 12 right now, and we'll take a look and see what happens for tomorrow. You see some north of us, there could be a complex of showers and thunderstorms. I don't think we get anything, but it looks like as in the evening comes, it looks like this backdoor front tries to come through, and then we could see a shower or thunderstorm tomorrow night, say 9, 10 o'clock, and then that chance will continue through Thursday, it looks like. And then Friday, we'd have more of a chance of rain with this low going by, and that moves out by the afternoon. And you can see those tight isobars, so we'll have strong winds on Friday with the temperatures dropping. I can use the NAM 3. Take a look at this and see if it shows anything. So here's tomorrow. It could be a shower or thunderstorm, perhaps even in there. Very scattered, but it could happen. Say anytime after 8 o'clock, I would say, over Long Island. And then on Thursday, perhaps a slight chance, actually a little less of a chance. This is a backdoor front. It looks like that's really trying to come through, but it may get hung up over our area. And then here's the next rain that would be arriving for Friday with the cold front overnight, actually Thursday night into Friday morning. Let's go look at the HRRR, because I will need this. All right, I don't have the 0Z in, so we have no choice to go with the 18Z HRRR. And again, you see there's that backdoor front that tries to come through. This actually brings some showers through around maybe as early as 7 or 8 o'clock. So I have to keep an eye out. It could be a scattered shower or thunderstorm. And then more of that chance on Thursday. And actually, this is developing quite a bit of rain around for Thursday. So the HRRR thinks it's going to be wet for a Thursday, which is interesting. It develops like a low pressure system across the area. So let's look at the temperatures here, see what we got going on. So look at this. This is 18Z Thursday. Clearly see where the backdoor front is parked. It's parked right over here, the backdoor front. So your backdoor cold front is like right over here. Right, so if you're in Toms River, you could be blazing into the 70s near 80. Well, Long Island could be in the 50s, or maybe even cooler than that. Probably low 50s. See the east winds here, and then you have the west-southwest winds on the other side of this front right here. So there, and that is a focal point for showers and thunderstorms to develop. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we head into Thursday. Let's look at tomorrow. And you'll see tomorrow is really going to blaze in Jersey. I think you're going well into the 80s. I wouldn't even be surprised to see a 90-degree reading. But if you look at Long Island, you'll see that it's showing temperatures around 80 in the central part of Nassau, North Shore, maybe low 80s, and then a sea breeze tries to get in the afternoon. But it's also going to be humid, too. So if you look at the dew points, you'll see this humidity as well is quite up there as well. Look at that humidity right there. So that's... you can clearly see, but as you get into Thursday, you see what happens to the humidity. Kind of gets pushed back by that backdoor front. This shows the winds very nicely on Thursday. Southeasterlies for Long Island off the ocean, whereas Jersey, you got a southwesterly wind, and you're dealing with the heat and the humidity. So let's go jump over to Ventus Sky now, which also shows what's going on as well. We're going to push this into tomorrow here and show you again the heat. This uses the HRRR, but it's a nice high resolution. It really shows you the winds and everything. So you can see you're well into the 80s. Here's 1 o'clock, well into the mid 80s in Toms River. And unfortunately, it looks like it has mid 80s also for the North Shore and maybe even central Nassau, and barely a sea breeze at all. So yeah, if we don't get this sea breeze in, we're going to bake just like Jersey tomorrow, at least in the early part of the day. And then later on in the day is when the sea breeze will come in and start dropping the South Shore down into the 60s and then 70s, then 60s. But in the middle of the island, you're still going to be baking with the 80s. South Shore is definitely going to be the place to be if you don't want to get away from the heat. South Shore and East End, because that's where the temperatures will be lower. As we get into 5 o'clock, South Shore drops into the 60s. And then as you head into the middle of the island, still hanging out around 80 degrees. So yeah, air conditioners definitely have to be on tomorrow. And it's going to be a warm night tomorrow night, too. So I wonder if we're going to break any records. Tomorrow is going to be a brutal day. There's no way around it because you got that west wind. Unless you're on the South Shore, you clearly see what's going on here by looking at this model here. You clearly see what's going on, that you got your sea breeze front hung up right over here. And if you're north of this, you're stuck in the heat. If you're south of this, you can get some relief. But this is where your sea breeze front is. So East End, South Fork generally, anywhere from south to Sunrise Highway in Suffolk County, I think you'll get the sea breeze. But as you get into Nassau, the sea breeze may just barely struggle to make it to Sunrise Highway. So east is best tomorrow if you want to get away from this heat. It's going to be brutal. That's the bottom line. And you're going to have that humidity, too, with the dew points up there, too, as well. You look at these dew points. Dew points are going to be quite, and it's also lower dew points to the sea breezes. Look at this, dew points to the 60s. It's going to feel like summer. This is unusual for April. Yeah, we have warmth in April, but usually we don't have humidity like this. And clearly, again, see where that sea breeze front is, and that sets up for your Thursday situation with the backdoor cold front that we're going to look at right now. So here's your Thursday situation with the backdoor front showing up nicely. Let's put the temperatures up here. So this is noon. You can see the backdoor front right here over Long Island. It's you got a sea breeze off the ocean, but west of New York City, you're still baking. So this is your front that's gonna and then it has it actually moving back as a warm front again as you get later on in the day. So the temperatures start rising again. Let's look at the thunderstorm threat. As we go into Wednesday. Not really a huge chance for severe weather per se. It's mainly going to be lifted index. Let me go to lifted index here so you get an idea. Look at that. So some of these showers and thunderstorms could be heavy on the heavy side. Probably not severe, but look at the lifted index values over New Jersey tomorrow. So there could be some pretty strong storms over New Jersey. With that heat and that humidity, it wouldn't surprise me to see that at all. It would not surprise me at all, one bit. So that is going to be very interesting tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting weather day, but it's also going to be a very brutal day. So it's going to feel like summer. And with that killer west wind, like I said, we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. It's just going to, this pretty much tells the story here. 3 o'clock. You could see the sea breeze, but it just doesn't really make it that far inland because you got this west wind coming off the armpit here of New Jersey and making its way over central Nassau, the North Shore, New York City, and pretty much baking us and not bringing much relief. But, of course, a certain demographic will not have to worry about getting their designer clothes all sweaty so they can look all neat and preppy. They'll be staying cool with temperatures in the 70s and 60s, enjoying that sea breeze while the rest of us bakes. But, hey, the rest of us can still go to the South Shore to get away from this heat or turn on our air conditioner, which is what you're going to have to do. So get ready for a brutal day tomorrow. We'll get through it, and it'll be very interesting to see how hot it gets. I don't know what the record is for tomorrow, but it's going to be quite warm. And this is the National Weather Service, by the way, also putting out something, their Twitter here, which actually their Twitter, let's see what their Twitter has here. This is their official forecast, a little on the lower side. They seem to think the sea breeze is going to get a little more. And that all depends on if we get the southwest wind or more of a west wind. If it's more of a west wind, we're going to bake, we're going to die, we're going to get the winds off Jersey, and and you'll have to be south of Sunrise Highway to see any kind of relief. But we'll have to see what happens. If there is a record high for tomorrow, I don't know if I can check this right now, if the records are at risk or not. We can sort of look at the weather for today and see what the record high was for Central Park and see how hot it got, and what was the record high for today. Let's see. Record value 92, so probably not a shot at breaking any records. It's just going to be really hot. So not record-breaking heat, but very uncomfortable, very abnormal for April. And just another sign of, I know it's only one day, but the fact is to have the humidity involved in the picture, that's what makes it unusual. We've had a heat in the spring, I remember as a kid, but you never had the humidity along with it. It was always like a dry heat. Now you get the humidity too because of climate change. So that is going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching, and stay cool. It's going to be a brutal one tomorrow.